Greetings, Rasta people, non-Rasta people. Tonight I'm speaking about a man that calls himself Dahboo7, Dahboo77, Dahboo777. 777 has spiritual significance. People, followers of the Christ use it, as well as followers of the Antichrist. And that's apparent to anybody who spends some time on YouTube. This man, first of all, has a lot of views. He has a lot of videos. And I know from first-hand experience that it's not something that comes natural to have many views. Unless, let's say, your story is aligned with that of the Babylonian interests. So let's take a look at and examine some of the work that this man has done. One of his first videos speaks about the truth. It claims to have, he claims to have some hidden secret knowledge that only Illuminati can possess and does possess. Well, the first question I would ask is, if the Illuminati is and are the followers of Satan, Lucifer, the morning sun, and that's what we know them to be, because Illuminati comes from illuminus, the origin of the word being Lucifer, to enlighten. And we know Lucifer as being the deceiver, the master of deception. So how is it that by possessing the knowledge that the so-called followers of the master of deception possess gonna equate to truth? Then you have the whole idea with the astronomy, paganism. The ancient Babylonian cults worshiped the stars. It became their mathematics. It became their god of numbers. It began with counting the stars. It's written in the scripture. And the one thing I would look at this man closely about is his relationship with law enforcement. He seems to back everything that the police do, especially when it comes to protests and perhaps riots. The more recent video he had out about this shooting in Ferguson, he right away states that the protesters shot the police. That was a red flag. If there's anything that tells you what this man is about, there has been no indication from the police that they know who committed that crime. The other video I saw was when there was a shooting in St. Louis, close to Ferguson, at the gas station, where he showed the young man had shot the police. And he clearly demonstrated that he was against the person who had pulled the gun out and shot at the police. And I think that's for obvious reasons. But nevertheless, we have to examine this and see if this man is willing to step up against the Justice Department for the injustice that's been done to poor people around this country and around the world. If he's concerned with humanity and he wants to help humanity, he needs to start with understanding how the enforcers of the oppressor operate and how it's done, how orders are given down in secret, and the enforcers keep the poor man, woman, and child in bondage. And that's what we're about here, trying to report and put an end to this. And you see, and I see, and I'm listening, something's happening. People are starting to pay attention. So I'm going to keep doing this, because as long as I see some results being made. I know that our efforts are not in vain. But let us not be mysterious and hold on to superstitions and things of vain nature that are going to lead us astray. But let us stay focused on the task at hand.